Hi everybody, this is Pax again. Hey, I wanted to do a video on an event that we have. It's we have several events, but this one is called Rob the Bank event. And if you are new to the guild, or maybe you've been in the guild a while, you go, what is that? Okay. Well, a lot of times people, one nice thing about a guild is if you have a guild, you can open up the bank and people can share recipes and share things among guildies. And I always like that. Unfortunately, we have a couple other events or activities that require the bank, so I can't do that. And one of them is we have an auction as well as the gold raffle. And so, like the gold raffle, any deposits that you make in there are go into the gold raffle, and then any some of the items that you put in the bank, those will go into the auction. So, what I did is I came up with this idea of rob the bank event, and let me actually start heading there. Um, let's go see. Hopefully, this person is there. And so what I did is, let's say the auction is at 7 o'clock. That's usually when we have it. Saturday nights at 7 o'clock Central Time. So let's say around 6 o'clock, between 6 and 6:15, I'll go in and I will pull all the items out of the guild bank that are going to be in the auction at 7 o'clock. This is not where I need to be. And and I'm gonna go simulate that now. I'm probably not gonna do it on this character, but I'll simulate it here. And I don't even know how much stuff is in here. So I'll come in here, Guild Bank. Wow, it's almost full. Wow. Let me take some stuff out. I'm almost full. We have the auction today. It's actually going to be in about an hour and a half. So let me take what I can out. Okay, so that's enough. Okay, for now. So you can see this space right down here. So people put stuff into the auction or into the bank, and so I come down here before and I just pull everything that I think that might sell in the auction. So for example, I'll just start here and I go, yeah, those are some decon maybe. I mean, I'll look at them. And look and see what they are. Maybe they're worth something, and I'll go through each one of these areas and I will pull out stuff that I think will sell in the auction. And then everything else, like probably well, it won't probably, these blue motifs, these purple ones, some of these I'll leave in, probably leave all these in because these are from an event. You can tell, I just tell by looking at it, it's probably from the current event right now. But you can look at it. If you see their listings, there's 2,301 of these, and the average price is probably just ruined. They're probably free. But I'll just leave these in here for the guildies. So I go down through here. I'll leave all that in there. I'll pull out. I might pull these out, right? And I'll go through each one of these things. I'll pull all the materials out and so forth. And whatever's left is just kind of the stuff that's like, and some of it is okay, because there'll be lots of recipes like these. Anything that's inexpensive, probably $500 and under gold, I'll leave in there. So there'll probably be lots of recipes. Let's see if I can find some recipes in here. There's some. Those are from the festival. So you like all these recipes. I'll leave all those in there. There might be some rare ones that are worth a couple thousand that I might pull out and sell in the auction. I'll probably leave some of these room box, probably all these room box, because that's from the festival. Look at all these mud balls. Those will go quick. This, okay, and so there'll be quite a. I'll pull these writs out. So I'll leave that in there. So once that's all done, then what I'll do is I'll come in here into the guild and go into the rank, and I will then turn off. You can't deposit anything when it's close to 6:30 or whatever, maybe 6:15, somewhere a little 10:15 window. I'll shut off all access because I don't want to go look through it again, right? So there won't be any access in all of these groups. And then I'll probably do announcements saying, hey, it's coming up. But then when the time comes, I might scan through it one more time, and then I will open it up to everyone in the guild. I'll start at the rank. So I start right here and I work my way down. Give them like 30 seconds. I'll go and open up. They can withdraw from the bank and deposit, because people can share during this rob the bank. They can put things in for other guildies. People can take some out, and that'll go on for usually about 20 minutes or less, and then there won't be anything in the bank. And it's kind of funny, if you sit here in front of the bank and you watch, you'll see this number just go down. It just go down, and then it'll go up and up and down, and finally it'll stagnate when nobody wants anything left. And then usually I'll tell them and say, hey, we got to clear out the bank, and then somebody will take the rest out of the bank and either destroy it or sell it to the NPCs, which is fine, the local merchant, or whatever they do. Okay, it's fine. It just needs to be empty. And then once it's empty, then I lock everything up so no one can pull anything out or put anything in, and then I start loading the items for the auction. Okay, so that's and you'll know this when this happens. You can do this anytime. You can come into the home, into the guild at the home, and you can see that I talk about the rob the bank event 30 minutes prior to the auction, whenever the auction is. Okay, and I think I also say the raffle. Yeah, I announce it before the next auction. So during that little window, usually when people are pulling things out, then I'll go in and make sure I got all the numbers for the gold raffle, and I go actually find who the winner is, and then right at 7 o'clock, I announce who the winner is. I send them the money, and then we move right into the auction. And I probably should just talk about that a little bit too. Maybe I'll just combine it on the video here. So then what happens in the auction that starts at 7 is you have to go to any bank, it doesn't matter which town bank, but you have to go into the guild bank here, and you just look at the items that are in here. Let's just say I would just do all, right? So every item in it is what's going to be auctioned on. And so the auction will happen in the guild chat. So I'll start saying, okay, that's the stuff, starting bid. Someone will start a bid, 1K or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. And then that'll bid up, and then you'll start seeing me type in things like, okay, I'll go 1 dot dot dot, and then then I'll go 2, 3, and then I'll say sold. So anybody that interrupts in there in the bid, they can bid higher. I'll start over again. I'll start at 1 again, 2, all the way till I get sold, and then I'll say those items that are in there, I have people helping me. They will pull the items out and then mail them to the winner. And then the winner will just mail me or Eve or whoever the people is the gold. Well, it's kind of a trust system. So you just mail in the gold, whatever your bid is, and then we mail you the stuff. And then while that's going on behind the scenes, I'll watch when the bank gets cleared out. I'll load the next items. Okay, and I'll say it, loading next items. And then whatever those items, that'll be the next bid. And then they'll bid through that. And we'll do that till I've sold everything that anyone put all week. So when the auction is over, you all the stuff that was ever entered in the bank is empty. And then I'll thank everybody. It was great. And then I'll open the bank up normal. So that's kind of a normal weekly cycle. I think I mentioned in there right before we start the auction, I say who won the money and I send them the money for the raffle. Okay, so those are the 3 standard events that we have: rob the bank, item auction, and gold raffle. And while we're on this, my screen looks kind of funny up here, but whatever. Let me see if there's anything else in this I want to hit in this video. So I'll say when the update is. Oh, I say this in another video, but you can always come out here and you can look at your notes. Let me just look at mine because it has it all in there. I think I did a video on this, but I'll throw it in here too. You can always look at your notes, and let's look at Rippers here. So, let me go down it on mine real quick. So the first one is a date. That's just roughly the date, 14 days roughly, when you first came into the guild. So that's because we don't have that information. and so we use it as a grace period and things like that. The next two are really one. Whenever you hit those points in your sales, you can see your sales over here. You can get that achievement. It's either one or the other, right? I mean, if you're 1 million master merchant, you already did the 100K club. And then sometimes someone wants to let people know they're a master crafter, so we put that in there. Raffle, the participant, what that means is the question mark just means what week it is. And I'll come back to that in a second. And there's the auction, same thing, what week. If people donate items in the bank, and if they donate gold, you can just mail it to me. And then um, if I happen to pay attention and catch helping guildies or something, if I pay attention, don't bank on that because I don't pay attention a lot. But sometimes I do. It'll catch my eye, and then I'll put that in their note. And then there's a code for something else. So if you want a little more specific details, there's a video that talks about that. And so anyway, that question mark, like if you look at Rippers, see he's got auction 12. That's week, what week. So you can see here right at the very top, this is what week we're on, 13. So that's what that question mark would be. And then I'll come back to the crown auction real quick. So there's the gold raffle. If you want to donate money, items, put them in the guild bank, item auction, rob the bank vent. So that pretty much covers the basics. The only thing that we don't have on here that I'll just touch on is we do have a crown auction. At this point of this video, I've had two of them. They worked really well. When I get a seller that wants to sell a bunch of crowns, I'll announce it and I'll send instructions in an email and we'll have a crown auction. So anyway, hopefully this helps you. I'll let you guys go. I hope this helps you get a touch on those and try to show up every week if you want to capitalize on some of that free goodies out of the bank. And I will see you guys out in the virtual world.